The film and TV star's family said he brought them so much joy. The actor's grieving family revealed he had died at the age of 56 following a private battle with cancer. It was not publicly known that the actor, best known for his starring roles on Nip Tuck, Fantastic Four, Charmed and FBI, Most Wanted, was sick prior to his death. Tributes have flooded in for the much-loved star, as the world of showbiz mourned the loss of one of their own. Julian's last role saw him star alongside Nicolas Cage in Stan's original film The Surfer. The pair were last pictures together in March at SXSW, to promote the film. Julian was pictured looking gaunt, but bravely posed for the cameras despite his secret cancer battle. Paying tribute to his friend, Nicolas said, "I spent 6 weeks working with Julian, and he was the most talented of actors. Our scenes together on The Surfer were amongst my favorites I have ever participated in, and Julian is one of my favorite people. He was a kind and intelligent man. My love to his family." Julian's Charmed co-star Rose McGowan wrote, "Oh Julian, you force of brilliance. For you, your family, and your loving fans all over the world, I pray for comfort." Fellow Charmed actor Brian Krauser, who played Leo Wyatt on the hit series, also paid tribute to his friend. "Sad day for our Charmed family," he wrote. "Julian was one of the funniest, devilishly handsome and kind souls. Prayers to his family and close friends. He will surely be missed." Yesterday, Julian's family announced that he passed away on Wednesday, July 2nd, in Clearwater, Florida, after a private cancer battle. His wife, Kelly McMahon, said in a statement, "With an open heart, I wish to share with the world that my beloved husband, Julian McMahon, died peacefully this week after a valiant effort to overcome cancer. Julian loved life. He loved his family. He loved his friends. He loved his work, and he loved his fans. His deepest wish was to bring joy into as many lives as possible. We ask for support during this time to allow our family to grieve in privacy." Kelly concluded in the heartfelt message she first shared with Deadline, "And we wish for all of those to whom Julian brought joy, to continue to find joy in life. We are grateful for the memories." Julian and his third wife, Kelly, tied the knot in 2014 and shared no kids together, although he has a daughter from his second marriage. On an early Monday morning, the news broke like a thunderclap across the glittering landscape of Hollywood. Julian McMahon, the magnetic actor whose smoldering intensity had captivated audiences for decades, had passed away at the age of 56. After a fiercely private battle with cancer, McMahon drew his final breath surrounded by family and loved ones. In the hours that followed, tributes poured in from every corner of the entertainment world, co-stars, directors, producers, and fans alike, all mourning the loss of a performer who had made them laugh, cry, and sit at the edge of their seats. The announcement came in a terse statement from his publicist, delivered just after dawn. Within minutes, social media exploded. Thousands of posts flooded Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. The hashtag #RIP Julian McMahon trended worldwide, an outpouring of love, grief, and gratitude for a man whose on-screen charisma had transcended the screen. Born in Sydney, Australia, in 1968, Julian Dana William McMahon was introduced to show business early. His father, the renowned politician and former Prime Minister Sir William McMahon, instilled in him a deep respect for public life and a fascination with storytelling. Yet Julian's journey veered from the political into the theatrical when, in his late teens, he packed his bags for London to study dramatic arts. There, on the storied stages of the West End, he honed his craft under the tutelage of venerable theatre masters. His television debut in the early 1990s Australian series Home and Away showcased a natural flair for drama. Soon, Hollywood came calling. McMahon lit up screens in the US with roles that demonstrated both his brooding intensity and chameleon-like versatility. Perhaps his most iconic role, Dr. Christian Troy, a plastic surgeon whose seductive confidence masked deep vulnerability, anchored the FX series. Christian's complicated morality, his strutting bravado, and raw tenderness captivated millions and earned McMahon ensemble and individual award nominations. As the delightfully sinister Victor Von Doom, McMahon demonstrated his ability to disappear into the costume of a classic supervillain, infusing doom with regal menace and tragic pathos. In a stark departure, his turn as the devilishly handsome warlock Cole Turner showed off his comedic timing and romantic flair, roles that would become a hallmark of his career. Throughout, Directors praised his professionalism on set. Producer Ryan Murphy remembered him fondly. In the wake of the announcement, McMahon's colleagues took to social media and television interviews to share personal memories. Crew members remembered a different side, the mentor. Cast and crew recalled McMahon volunteering to run acting workshops for background actors, encouraging them to find nuance and truth even in the smallest of roles. One camera operator reminisced. Hollywood may have been his home turf, but McMahon's appeal was global. In Tokyo, fans gathered at a makeshift shrine outside Toho Studios, leaving candles and handwritten notes. In Paris, cinephiles organized a marathon of his films at Le Grand Rex, while in Sydney, his hometown, crowds assembled at Bondi Beach for a candlelight vigil. A Malaysian fan painted an enormous portrait of McMahon in charcoal and pastel, sharing on Instagram. On fan forums, threads updated in real time, people shared their first encounters with McMahon's work. Some recalled staying up late to catch Nip Tuck premieres, others discovered him through syndicated reruns. Even gamers paid tribute. A modder for The Sims recreated McMahon's characters in pixel-perfect detail, distributing the mod for free as a celebration of his legacy. In the midst of public mourning, the McMahon family asked for privacy as they grieved. Close friends describe a solemn, intimate service planned at a small chapel in southern New South Wales, followed by a private graveside ceremony overlooking rolling green hills, a landscape McMahon loved. His wife, Australian model and actress Keely Shea Smith, released a heartfelt letter. Julian McMahon's gifts extended beyond acting. He was a passionate advocate for cancer research, having made discreet donations to multiple foundations. In recent years, he quietly supported the Australian Cervical Cancer Foundation, an undertaking largely unknown until today. Academy members have already begun discussions to honor his contributions. Rumors swirl of a tribute montage at next year's Oscars, featuring clips spanning his 3 decades on screen. Variety reports that several networks are planning retrospectives, re-airing his defining performances. Nip Tuck, Season 2, Episode 7. Christian Troy stares into a cracked mirror, delivering a monologue about beauty and regret. McMahon's raw delivery, his voice cracking mid-verse, etched that moment into television history. Rise of the Silver Surfer. McMahon's doom, shrouded in molten metal armor, pauses before unleashing his wrath. His voice, synthesized yet sorrow-tinged, conveyed a tragic genius undone by his own hubris. In a scene bathed in moonlight, McMahon's warlock sacrifices himself for love. The heartbreak in his eyes transcended the supernatural, reminding viewers that true heroism often carries the greatest cost. Each of these sequences will be revisited by fans, critics, and aspiring actors, study guides for the alchemy of subtlety, intensity, and authenticity. In the days ahead, publications will dissect his career, ranking his greatest roles, quoting collaborators, theorizing about untold projects. Discussions will swirl on podcasts. What if Julian had starred in House? How might he have reshaped Doctor Who? Could he have transitioned to directing? Emerging actors will cite him as inspiration. Acting schools may add his performances to their syllabi. Observe McMahon's control of silence, note how he uses posture to convey inner turmoil, study his off-camera etiquette. And so, while the world lights candles and pens eulogies, Julian McMahon's true monument endures, a tapestry of performances that touched hearts across continents, a legacy of compassion toward every colleague, and an unerring commitment to the transformative power of story. In death, as in life, Julian McMahon remains a paradox of approachable warmth and mysterious depth. His final bow may have been taken, but the echoes of his voice linger in every frame he inhabited. For those who loved him, his family, friends, and the millions who watched him bring characters to life, Julian's story is far from over. It continues in the quiet moments when a viewer revisits Nip Tuck, in the hushed wonder of a child discovering Fantastic Four, in the late-night marathons of Charmed. As Hollywood's luminaries raise their glasses in tribute, they'll toast not only the actor but the man who taught them that brilliance often resides in vulnerability, and that true courage is found in both the fiercest battle and the softest embrace. Rest in peace, Julian McMahon. The stage is yours once more, this time in the boundless theater of memory and imagination, where you will forever play on.